you doing today? I am here with a candle review for you, and this candle is Lilac Blossom. This, of course, is the packaging from the new Southern Screen Door and Sweet Tea collection. This has been released before in a beautiful, beautiful colored glass version with this gorgeous kind of lilac colored purpley glass. It's so, so pretty. This one is not nearly as impressive as that packaging, but it is super cute. If you look here, these all have this very adorable lid with a adorable floral pattern on it. The labels are kind of like a construction papery label, and they have this like paisley, Vera Bradley looking type design behind them. It's hard to explain, but they kind of look like a stamp because they're kind of jagged. So of course it just says Lilac Blossom, and the wax was just a cream color. At the end it got a little bit brown, but nothing too serious. Super cute. I will say that this version, this packaging is rather forgettable. The colored glass version is just absolutely breathtaking. I actually have one of those back in my candle cabinet, but the colored glass version is just breathtakingly beautiful, and this one is just not as impressive. I actually prefer the colored glass packaging over this one, even though it doesn't have a lid. It's just stunning. So I would say, you know, as far as packaging, if you want to buy this one, I would recommend the colored glass one more, just because I think it's prettier to look at. The scent description on this one says, the belle of the spring garden, lilac blossom mixes with lily of the valley and sweet violet to create the ultimate spring floral. So based on that, it should have lilac, lily of the valley, and sweet violet. That is all just BS. This is a straight up lilac candle. Like, there's nothing else. Like, there's nothing else in it. It's just straight up lilac. It's nice because it's kind of just a simpler scent. It's not complex, even though it says it has all this other stuff in it. No, it doesn't. It's just plain lilac. The appeal on this one, this is so authentic. Like, I have lilacs blooming in my backyard as we speak, and it smells exactly like a lilac bush. It is so true to life. It smells exactly like fresh lilacs blooming outside in the wilderness. So my wonderful friend Sean from Hearth and Soul, hi, I love him. You guys should love him. If you don't love him, there's probably something wrong with you. But anyway, Sean actually just reviewed this candle. He did the colored glass version, and I commented on his video that he said lilacs were significant to him, and they are to me as well. I said in his kind of comment feed, and I'll share it with you guys too, lilacs are special to me because you guys know I'm all about German Shepherds. Like, I have my third German Shepherd right now. I'm into the breed. I support the breed. I'm training her to get her CGC certification. My family is German, all from Germany. So, like, German Shepherds are like our thing, right? So, my first German Shepherd that I had when I was little, that was like my best friend growing up. Her name was Chibi, and Chibi in Japanese is like runt or little one, because she was the runt of the litter. So my grandpa named her that because he spent some time in Japan during World War II, and so he came up with her name. So anyway, Chibi was my first German Shepherd, and I had her from when I was like, I wanted a dog so bad when I was little. Oh my gosh, I could not stand it. And I probably drove my parents nuts asking for a dog. I was like, I want a dog, blah, 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 blah. And when I was 5 years old, my dad, who's an electrician, was actually taking out wires or removing the current, something to do with the electrical system, going into like basically like a puppy farm or a puppy mill. And so they had all these puppies, and they were like basically taking them out and shooting them because there was nowhere to put them. Nobody wanted them. They were like shutting it down. I guess it was some illegal type operation. Anyway, so my dad was there working, and it was freezing, freezing cold. It was like the middle of December, and we lived in Texas at the time, and he went there, and they were gonna shoot this little German Shepherd puppy, and she was a female. She was the runt. She was very sickly, and she was missing a toe because one of her toes had gotten caught in the cage. And so they were like, well, no one's gonna pay, you know, the $500 for a papered shepherd with a missing toe. They were gonna want a perfect specimen or whatever. And so my dad gave them $25 to sign her over, you know, get the paperwork. And so that was my first shepherd, and we had her from when I was 5 to when I was like 16 years old. That was just my best friend growing up. I mean, we did everything together. She went everywhere with us. And when she got so old, she couldn't even function, really. We had to put her down. And we buried her in the backyard between these two really beautiful lilac bushes. And so we had these two beautiful lilac bushes, and there was a space in between. And so we buried her there in between the two bushes. And every time I would miss her, I would go outside and I would just kind of sit there, and the lilacs were there, and it was just, it's very nostalgic for me, and it reminds me of her. So I have kind of a personal connection as well, which is what Sean said he had with the scent. So lilacs are just kind of, you know, they kind of pull at your heartstrings, at least with me, because I have kind of a personal connection. But so yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys. I guess that has nothing to do with the candle, but I like lilacs. So if you like the smell of lilacs, this is about as spot on as you could possibly be. It smells exactly like the real deal. It is so authentic. It is so well done. It is just the perfect lilac scent. I mean, it's perfect. So the throw on this one was actually like, you know, I had some performance issues, actually. I had to empty the wax out of this. Like, you can kind of see it there on the edge. I had to empty the wax or cotton ball trick this like twice. It just kept drowning my wicks. This version did not perform that well. And I think because it had so much trouble burning, it wasn't able to throw as well as it could have. So really, I would only give this like a 6 out of 10 on the throw. It wasn't all that strong. But again, I think that could have had something to do with the fact that it was having a hard time burning. I have the colored glass version. Sean said his burned fine. So I'm hoping that the colored glass version that I also have performs a little better than this one. I will burn that one and let you guys know in the future. So I would recommend, if you want Lilac Blossom, I would actually recommend buying the colored glass version instead. For one, it's more aesthetically pleasing and just more beautiful with that gorgeous purple glass, like a pretty lavender color. And second of all, I'm hoping that it will perform better than this one. So there are currently 2 versions of Lilac Blossom in the store right now. I would probably go for the colored glass version instead, but that's just me. All right, so that is all I have to say about the new version of the Lilac Blossom candle. What do you guys think about Lilac Blossom? Do you have a flower that has kind of a personal connection or nostalgic meaning for you? Do lilacs make you think of something, or is it something else like roses or blah, 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 blah? So anyway, that's it for this review, and I will see you next time. Bye.